One of my favorite series to watch is Game of Thrones. And at some point within the series, we find one of the characters, Theon Greyjoy, has been captured, mutilated, abused by Ramsay Bolton. Ramsay breaks Theon. His mind, his body, his spirit. He starves him. He forces him to sleep in a dog cage. He strips this man, this person, of his dignity, of his sanity. He convinces him that he is not Theon Greyjoy, but that he is the name that Ramsay gives him as a means to demean him, to beat him into fear of ever leaving Ramsay's side. Some point within the series, though, Theon's sister mounts up the troops, crosses hell and high water to get to her brother. She gets through Ramsay's defenses and she finds her brother sleeping in a cage, and she says, "Theon, it's me, I'm here, I'm coming to rescue you, I'm coming to take you home." And Theon refuses to leave the cage. He's yelling at her, "No, I'm not Theon, I'm not Theon." And he tells her, "Tell him you couldn't trick me, tell him you couldn't trick me." Essentially letting her know, "I'm staying here." And whenever I think about this scene, I feel like it gives a perfect depiction of what I mean when I say a damaged self-image keeps us from embracing the love of God. Theon, after all he had endured, had a rescue, had an out. But because of what he thought of himself, because he had convinced himself and been convinced by his abuser that he deserved the space that he was in, that he was only worthy of the space that he was in. When love came for him, he did not recognize it. When love came for him to rescue him, to take him home, he didn't have the courage to latch on, to leave his prison, to leave captivity, to go home. And I feel like in this scene that I can see God. When our minds have been changed about him and about ourselves, and when our behavior suggests that we deserve the cage, that we don't believe that there is better for us outside of the cage. That is in how we cling to toxic cycles. That is in how we allow our bodies to be broken and spent from person to person. That is in how we spread our brokenness from body to body instead of choosing to heal. That is in how we remain in abusive relationships and abusive environments because of the belief that this is what is there for me. This is all that I will ever have. God is literally coming for us. He's opening the door to the cage and he's saying, "You're my daughter, you're my heir, I love you, come with me. This is not what I meant for you to experience. This is not what I intended for you to have. Come with me, trust me, come home with me." And we refuse to leave the cage. "You're my son, you're my heir. This is not the life that I planned for you. This is not what I intended for you to experience. I love you, come with me, come home with me. Let me heal you, let me hold you, let me love you." And we refuse to leave the cage. A damaged self-image is a barrier to fully embracing the love of God. And if we could change, if we can allow him to change our minds about ourselves and to heal our perspectives of him, to heal and to restore the true picture of love, then we will know freedom. Then we will see changed behaviors. Then we will see changed people. Then we will see saved souls. We will see people brave enough, courageous enough to look at love and say, maybe I don't deserve this kind of goodness. Maybe I don't deserve it. But love, the epitome of love, loves me anyway. I choose him. I choose him.